Oh man, I was watching this video today on so there's this guy, I think his name is Tom Scott, maybe. I don't know, he's a YouTuber guy.
I've heard of him.
And he like does stuff that he's afraid of or doesn't like, I guess. Mm-hmm. So I was watching one video on him like going on roller coasters, and he was having an absolute meltdown before he went on roller coasters, and then figured out that he loved them. What's that like? I don't know, man. I don't know. But anyways, he did a coffee video where, because apparently he went through his entire life hating coffee because he tried it once when he was like 12 and decided he didn't like it. Like, no shit, dude. What 12-year-old likes coffee? Tastes like just straight coffee.
Me. I started drinking black coffee when I was like 12 years old. Actually.
I didn't have black coffee, but I had like Sanko when I was about 10 or 11.
Straight black.
But mine had a lot of sugar and a lot of cream. So
I think that's why I still can't do sugar to this day. But anyway, continue the story. Was this did it happen to me with James Hoffman by any chance?
That is exactly who he met up with.
I think I've seen this video.
Yeah, and they basically like he tried to figure out what flavors he likes, so he had him like try 3 different all decaf coffees because he still like doesn't want caffeine or whatever. So he had like 3 different ones and tried those, and it makes me want to be like one of those coffee snobs again that just gets like bougie ass coffee and brews it through some weird ass machine or something.
You have to drink the bad stuff to appreciate the good stuff. I make not good coffee, but it makes me appreciate the good stuff. I mean, I think I've gotten better.
Don't you have like Maxwell House or some shit at the house?
No, I grind the beans these days.
Oh, you grind beans?
I grind the beans.
He's a bean grinder. Who makes your beans?
Whatever's on sale on Amazon for cheap.
Oh.
Because I'm not really that coffee guy. I kind of just drink.
He just drinks 37 ounces of it in a day.
That's it.
It helps with the number 2s. Is to be real.
And so does greens, water.
True.
Not like
eating more than one meal a day.
Not like that whole beans.
The coffee does it, man. Like I eat oatmeal every single morning. I drink an entire like 20 ounce of water in the morning before I even have my coffee, and then I have like 3 sips of coffee, and I'm like, it's time.
I'm not the coffee. I'm not a breakfast person though.
I wasn't either for a long, long time, but lately I have been.
Jared, do you not drink coffee in the morning?
I do. I drink a cup of coffee in the morning. And I don't immediately shit like you two do, apparently.
I do. I don't want to turn this into a poop podcast. I don't turn this to a poop podcast, but I will say that
Scott hasn't clapped yet, so we're good.
Oh, it doesn't matter. He uses all of this.
Oh, good.
I noticed a real uptick when I started just like grinding the beans instead of just buying like pre-ground. I think it boils down to oil content is more in the bean.
Could be.
But dude,
I'm sure there's science behind it that you could easily
breaking
Google.
It down. Plus, this tastes better though too, for sure. I'd say. But I mean, I just drink coffee black. It's simple, basic.
I used to drink it just black, and then I read that drinking coffee just black will like turn your teeth yellow. Like you should add some cream to cut some of that. So that's why I just add a little bit of cream to my coffee now, and that's it.
My teeth are like real white.
Keep my teeth white as hell.
I don't know. I think my teeth have never been stained from coffee. Honestly,
mine haven't either, really. But I don't want to start now.
It also helps if you don't sip it; you drink it.
Yeah, I'm not a sipper. I just chug that shit.
It's the people that just like sip on coffee that it causes. That's the same with acid breakdown from drinking Gatorades and energy drinks and orange juice.
Constantly.
Because if you sip on it, it's sitting on your teeth. But if you drink it like an adult,
yeah. And also, hot coffee. You should never drink coffee hot because you won't get the flavor from it. So,
it's true.
If a coffee's hot, I mean, I'm not talking like scalding hot. That's fucking obvious. But when it's like hotter than like a normal drink, like coffee tastes best like lukewarm, or you can actually get the flavor of the coffee.
I drink
Talking Without Thinking, the coffee podcast.
I drink it scalding hot.
Why?
Scalding hot, all 37 ounces of it, down the gullet.
I can't,
with a straw.
man. I think that's another reason I like put a little bit of cream in it too, because it like cuts some of the heat.
Just straw sipping it,
Straw.
burning his dangly ball in the back of his throat.
Dingly dangly thing at the back of your throat. I gotta find some goat milk. That's what I really need. That's goat milk is so good in coffee. Oh my god, goat milk's worth it.
You have to find it. Isn't there like an organic supermarket in Gastonia that you could go to? I guarantee they have it there. That organic marketplace.
Jason's hoping to get it straight from the source from his friend's farm.
Oh, I wish.
Just stop by, squeeze a couple teats into his coffee, keep it moving.
Get them teats popping.
Dude, goat milk's where it's at.
Drop a straw into his coffee.
I've been playing Ghost of Tsushima, which is a great game. It's all about the Mongolian invasion of Japan in 1200 AD. And there's this part in the game where this like Japanese farmer, she's like, man, these Mongolians are gigantic. And they are. They're huge people. And I'm thinking like, listen, a diet of goat milk and goat meat will do that to you. Everyone's strong. Like, it's out of control. Great video game.
Eating all damn goats.
It's so good. I've had so much fun.
Eating the goats and drinking their milks.
There's like, makes you a gigantic, just Mongolian dude.
Has nothing to do with
Space.
genetics whatsoever.
Yeah, a little bit, but the goat meat. I need Joe Rogan to back me up on this one, but I think it's.
This is
that
the
the
guy
guy?
that
Is that
shoots
the
his own
guy?
elks.
Is that the guy you want to have back you up?
When it comes to wild game, maybe.
Ooh, that sounds good too. All these things sound good. I'm just hungry. I got some I can eat downstairs, but I think it's a little late for it. But
It's never too late for food if you try hard enough.
true.
Now that would cut into his one meal for the day.
No, I'm eating multiple times a day. Just not
Oh, you
breakfast.
You stepped it up?
Yeah, I got hungry.
Well, that's good.
But no brekkie. I'm just not a brekkie boy.
All right, I guess we can do this thing then. This week on Talking Without Thinking, we're going to create our own McDonald's meals. We're going to talk about things we'd spend $63,000 on. We're going to talk about Instagram and Facebook selling verification badges and much, much more. So let's do it. Let's do it. Oh, my God, they moved my media stuff around.
Oh.
What? God damn it, Riverside!
Unprepared Scott. Unprepared Scott.
No, this is Riverside. Fucking
they moved. Everything's different. Everything has changed.
God damn.
All right, hold on. There it is. Welcome to Talking Without Thinking with your hosts, Jared, Jason, and Scott. Oh no. I couldn't fade it. I couldn't fade it.
The abrupt end.
You can tell that they literally like they've changed everything in this app right now. It's going crazy.
Unprepared.
No,
No, that was not my fault.
I'm backing Scott up on this one. It's fucking
It's still
Riverside.
spinning. It's still spinning,
such-
man. They just keep changing shit.
Not the best podcast
It's more fun to
platform.
poke the bear.
Not
But
the
not
worst
the worst.
podcast platform. But
Plop,
God
plop.
damn it.
Platypus class.
Just fucking. Just leave it
It's
where
the-
it's. Just leave it be. Just leave it.
It
be.
does what it's supposed to do. But
Yeah.
unfortunately they keep like making updates every week. And it's just too
I'll
much,
give
man.
them-
Just leave it.
I'll give them this. The audio. I have to spend less time syncing up the audio to the mouths now. So they've improved that. Actually,
Well, that's
No,
good.
I've just been trimming my mustache. That's really all it is.
Yeah.
that's one reason I shaved. Actually, I got tired trying to see what the fuck
That's
I was
one
saying.
reason.
Yeah.
Not the fact that
I
you
shaved
feel
for you
that
this week too.
brisk
So.
74-degree weather on his cheeks.
Soon to be 80.
Yeah,
nice.
February, man. It makes sense.
Yeah.
February.
Where's that Pennsylvania groundhog so I can punch him?
I'm telling you, dude.
Can't
listen.
trust anything out of Pennsylvania, right, Scott?
SMH my head. Listen, I've already spent the entire day talking about the weather to like everybody I work with because that's pretty much like what the one conversation is all the time.
Well, I mean,
is it? Okay.
It's
It
weird.
always is, man. It's always like
weird.
the weather. Everyone talks because everyone's in a different state.
Oh,
So
yeah.
it's like when you work remote, like I've got 2 people in Massachusetts, one in Washington, D.C., one in Tampa. So it's like we're spanning the East Coast here. I'm hanging out
Yeah.
in the middle in North Carolina. So
I mean, I'm glad spring is about to sprung because I'm
soon.
not a winter guy. It's just
spring
time.
done sprung.
Let's go.
still-
No
it's
snow.
still weird.
Even better.
Oh, excuse me.
This is great.
That one snuck up on me.
Yeah.
Good. I'm the
Yeah.
most live wire one today. I feel.
Are you?
Yeah, I feel pretty good. I don't feel a yawn coming on this podcast.
Jared's
what
our,
it is, he's more
Jared's our token
streamlined.
yawner.
Yeah.
Man,
Jared's
I
the
can't help
token
it some
yawner here.
days.
I feel okay today. I mean, I'm feeling pretty good. So
Yeah.
It's the weather.
it's
Any fun
definitely
s-
the weather.
Any fun stories, Scott?
Dude, there hasn't been a lot going on this week.
Quit the band.
I did quit the band.
Scott,
which
quit the band.
we kind of knew that was happening. Just because, last week dog water just wasn't it, man. It was kind of funny. I sent a text over to like the lead guitar guy. And I was like, "Hey man, this isn't working for me. I don't think this is going to work out. I kind of need to bow out now. I'm going to be moving and I really don't feel like driving like an hour to practice on Thursdays. And I'm not going to be able to get here by 6 o'clock. And like they're old
given
dudes, so they're
legit
like
reasons.
very set to a schedule. Yeah, it's legit reasons. And he texts me back, yeah, totally cool, man. I understand. Maybe our paths will cross in the future. Small world, blah, 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 all that bullshit. I was like, okay, cool. Everything's fine. Like, so literally 5 minutes later, a text is sent to this band text chat. He doesn't realize that I'm still in, which I don't understand how he doesn't realize I'm still in this band text chat because we've been using it for
Boomer.
like 2 months.
Boomers.
Texted me and said, Scott is out, but it's fine. He wasn't that good anyways. His tone sucked most of the time. We need to find someone who's a better guitar player or something like that. I'm paraphrasing, but it was something almost to the T. And I didn't say anything. I just let it go. I texted the bass player separately. And I was like, hey, man, you might want to tell the guitar player that I'm still in this text chat. And he just put, lol, you should text back. And I was like, nah. I'm like, I don't want to get into it at this point. I'm not. If I was like 16 years old, maybe. But like, I'm in my 40s. I just don't care to like stir up the pot at this point.
By some crazy circumstance, I actually heard the term dog water like in a YouTube video after you talked about it.
Oh my God.
I swear I've never heard this phrase in my life. So I was like, what the fuck? Like, I thought it was really unexpected.
It's so weird. It's such a stupid name. But anyways, like every band member literally throughout the rest of the night texted me like individually saying, man, I don't know what the other guitar player was talking about. I really don't agree with what he was saying. We thought you played great.
He felt threatened by you.
Well, the fact that he's a shit guitar player is probably it. I think it's more projection because the bass player specifically asked me, he's like, so did you really quit because you're moving and all that? Or did you quit because his guitar playing is awful and he's a super sloppy guitar player?
Ew.
And I was like, nah, all those other reasons. I didn't want to get into it.
'Twas a boomer band from start to finish. Well, you're free agent now, Scott.
It was. I'm a free agent.
Yeah,
And I still have people like emailing me constantly to like be in a band. Yeah, because I have a postal up on Craigslist like about putting together like a 90s cover band. So like,
gonna be able to balance that and this budding review thing.
yeah, I talked about last week about the music review blog. Finally got it going. Hotbops.com. That's hotbops.com. HOTBOPS.com.
It may have been
this is an ad.
shared on our Twitter.
It may have been shared on our Twitter. I got it started last week. It's already got some traffic. I have a couple reviews up now, but hopefully by next week there'll be a lot more. But it's been fun so far.
You getting some peer reviews in there too?
Not yet. I did a review on local Charlotte
step
artist,
in, Jason.
Jason Scavone, and he gave me some publicity from that, which is pretty cool. So, yeah, it's been fun.
I like it. I read a little bit of it.
Jason's going to go on there and shitpost.
I need to find some more writers, but I can't pay them, so I feel bad even asking.
Just use ChatGPT.
Oh, it's all about exposure, right? We learned that from Rihanna.
GPT?
Use ChatGPT.
Yeah.
It's not trying to take over the world.
Hey, ChatGPT, write a review on the latest Eagle Eye Cherry album.
It wasn't good.
That'd be funny.
Title it Save Tonight.
Did you listen to it, Scott? Jared?
I listened to like 3 tracks and I was like, oh my God, this literally sounds like Imagine Dragons, but like in Eagle Eye Cherry.
It was trying to sell me a car.
It's not
that kind of like, it was what I call millennial whoop music.
It's because all of that music since, was it Renegade, has become advertisement songs.
It was just an album of advertisement songs.
As soon as the song comes out, they're like, quick, grab it. Make it an ad for this Kia Soul.
Eagle Eye Cherry just knows that's how you make money in music now.
Yeah.
You gotta get those placements. Get them sync placements, man. That's how you make the moolah.
Yeah. Diddy don't make jingles, but Eagle Eye Cherry does.
Yeah.
True.
And there's nothing wrong with making an album that if that's trying to do, you do you. Just make the whatever you're trying to do musically, just try to make it the best version you possibly can of that kind of music. If you're trying to sell Kias, make the best Kia selling banger you can. Your car's gonna get stolen with a USB.
Go to Scott.
Dude, I'm so glad I don't have a Kia. I'm so glad I don't own any of those shitty cars. Like, I had a Kia for a week and like it was throwing like transmission codes. I think I talked about it. I'm talking about like the other day, everyone's like getting their Kia stolen with a USB stick. You heard about this?
Really?
What?
No.
Yeah. Nobody? So, from what I understand, you basically step one, you take a USB stick and you load some sort of like some sort of code on a code file, and you just like pop it in someone's car, stick the USB stick, and it overrides the security system. Basically, it acts as if it's a key. I'm assuming it's just running the command prompt that is on the key itself, and it just like these like hotwire a Kia. Like,
dude, that is nuts.
And Kia's like, sorry, good luck. Don't get your shit stolen. And I'm like, I fucking knew it.
Jason's giving out how to steal cars on the podcast.
It's crazy because like
Google the rest.
I was looking at cars like a little while ago because I was thinking about trading in the old Prius.
Do not get a Kia.
Yeah, I really like the Tellurides that they have, but
get a Kia so Jason can steal it.
I don't know if the Telluride
definitely not getting a Kia now.
Yeah, I mean it's worth looking into if all the Kias are stealable, but I mean just go get a fucking like Mazda,
stealable.
Get a Toyota, man.
Good whole stealable.
I like Japanese cars. They've done me well.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I'll probably keep my car for a while. Cars are so expensive now. It's just not worth it. So I'm just going to hang on to my old Prius, you know? Just hanging on to it. So how about this bullshit that Instagram and Facebook are selling verification badges now?
I didn't know they were doing this. I thought it was just Twitter doing that.
There was rumblings that Instagram was going to after Twitter did theirs.
Yeah.
And anything Instagram does, Facebook is also doing because it's owned by the robot Zuckerberg.
Yep.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, I mean, Instagram and Facebook are just, they're the same. But I don't know, dude. $12 a month just for a verification badge. And not to mention, let's talk about how it worked with Twitter for a moment. Everyone that pays for like Twitter Blue and that verification badge on Twitter gets just fucking ravaged anytime they comment on anything. Like there's literally already a meme that they post below people that have it that says this guy pays for Twitter and like an arrow up. Like,
yeah.
I would never pay for it just because you just get made fun of on Twitter now.
But then I saw the only way to get a second, was it 2-stage authentication
is to pay for it.
Yeah, it's the pay for.
So that's only through text messaging though. So you can still get it through email, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So that's still available through email, but if you want it through SMS, then you have to pay for the Twitter, which is still stupid.
It's such a unique thing. I don't care about social media. My presence on social media is private and behind like so many blocked walls. It's like, anonymity is higher and more important than having a check mark for, being the cool guy. But it's funny. I just think it basically saying is that, tech's losing money.
100%. Well, they have to find a way to monetize everything now. If you look at the past,
it's because you can turn the ads off on regular Twitter.
100%.
Like if a sponsored ad comes through your Twitter feed, you're like, "Yep, I don't like this," and take it away.
And peace out.
I gotta make money off something.
Yeah, they got to find a way to pay for that $40 billion.
Yeah, and it's
gotta find a way.
So instead of fixing my Instagram algorithm to where I see things that are recently posted and not 2 days ago posts, they're just going to charge you to be verified.
Yeah, pretty much. Charge you to be verified, and then people are just going to make fun of you for paying to be verified. That's pretty much what happens. So it's like, it's
the business model was always like, it's free because we're taking all your data. But I think that we're at a point where it's like, there's enough data, and we found out that most people who own businesses have found that data is useless. So it's like, shit, how else can we make money? And it's always like really trite, dumb things, because when you actually have to try to like assemble a profit structure to something that at the end of the day is totally meaningless to all of society and all of culture, like who really cares about any of this? Same thing's going on with Netflix, right? With the whole password sharing thing. It's sort of like, oh man, we got to actually turn a profit outside of just stealing data. And when I say stealing data, it's just like a bunch of shit just to sell you more shit. But it's just, I don't know. Tech was fun, but I just don't see another mountain of tech coming. I think we were the tech mountain is in the rearview mirror, and we're living in the aftermath of it.
I don't know. I mean, there's still always going to be tech. That's where we are now, and that's where we're forever going to be.
There'll always be a new thing.
But I feel like maybe we're getting to the end of this social media boom with like these like 3 big platforms is really what it is. It's not tech as a whole. Tech as a whole is going to keep moving, and they're going to find better ways to do this shit, and they're going to find better ways to monetize this shit, because right now it ain't working, obviously. I mean, you basically have 3 big companies, 2 of them owned by Facebook, that
Meta. It's called Meta mascot.
Sorry, Meta. That barely make enough to get by, even with all the ad revenue and shit. It just costs too much. What they really need to do is they need to purge accounts that haven't been logged into in the last 5 years. They need to just get rid of them. Send a few emails ahead of time, letting them know, purge them. They need to clear off these servers that they're paying for that are costing them money. That's one big thing they could do.
You're using too much logic. Mark Zuckerberg's not a logic-based program.
And I only say this because there are so many Twitter and Instagram handles that I'd love to have, but they're taken by somebody that hasn't logged into either one of those accounts for the last 8 years.
Jason, you mean to tell me, looking at Data's offspring from Star Wars or Star Trek Next Generation, and you're like, yeah, this guy uses logic? No.
What else did he be using?
Old pasty robot McGee over there is just using the algorithm of how he can get more money to pay for his doctor wife.
He understood that Sweet Baby Ray's is the best barbecue sauce. He did that logically.
Oh, and then he uploaded that into your brain.
Oh, got you. How much? I wonder how much Sweet Baby Ray paid him for that.
I'm a Stubbs guy.
I wonder how much he paid Sweet Baby Ray for that.
Actually,
I'm not a big barbecue sauce fan, to be honest. So
here's the thing about Sweet Baby Ray's. Sweet Baby Ray's. The whole line of that sauce, I think they function better as dipping sauces more so than actual like barbecuing sauces. I was trying the Sweet Baby Ray's like chicken dipping sauce, which basically like their version of a Zaxby sauce. Banging, absolutely that was an amazing sauce, dipping sauce, but not like really, not cooking sauce. I don't know. I don't know your
It's just
thoughts
not
on
one I
barbecue
choose, man.
sauce. I got some
one I choose.
stubs for some ribs I made. That was pretty good, actually.
The only barbecue sauces I found I like are like the mustard based and the specific vinegar based ones. That's about it. Like
the
those
Carolina barbecue sauce. Is
yeah,
what you
those
like now.
thick ass barbecue sauce, like
The
the St.
molasses
Louis
based?
barbecue sauce, the molasses
The other
based,
place?
that bullshit. Fuck all that.
the other place.
Gross.
Shouts out to hillbillies. I am still from the South. I am still from like Western North Carolina area. Gotta rep my thick boy sauces. But I do agree with you. Actually, at the end of the day, I'm more of a mustard sauce kind of guy myself.
Same.
The truth about barbecue sauces, I just mix all them shits together anyway. I make a suicide sauce and then munch the barbecue. So
Jason-
getting a combination of all of
Jason's
them is
sitting there with like 4 sauces, just
yeah.
Solid suicide sauce.
That's it.
sauce on sauce.
Straight to veins. Give me that sauce.
He's got
Yeah.
an IV drip of sauce.
You gotta mix all the
Only the
sauces
vinegar
together.
base
That's where it's
that
at.
can be IV drip, though. Everything else is too thick for an IV.
It's too thick.
That's true.
We're gonna die.
That's true.
We're gonna die.
Load up them veins.
Free
Immediate
base
heart
the
attack.
rest.
I wish I had a smoker. It's a goal of mine.
Hey, I'm sure you can turn one, or you can turn a filing cabinet into one.
That's true.
You shouldn't.
You can.
For the record, audience, you shouldn't do that. It's not the
Why
smartest
not?
idea.
Give me 4 good
All
reasons why not.
4 is a lot. The biggest one I can give you is that
I need you to enforce it, Jason.
you got to strip those things of all the paint off of them, or if you really take your time and make sure it's burnt. Like if you're gonna turn a filing cabinet into a smoker, just make sure you burn that bad boy out like more than once. Just get all that like sketchy paint, all the paint off of it. Well, strip it down pretty well and then work against it. I'm not saying you can't do it. Just like it's just like you really gotta worry about that paint, chief. That's just you don't want that caught in your smoke.
At that point, just like buy a grill.
Smoker. They're different.
Smoker.
Regardless,
They are different things.
still,
You can use a charcoal grill as a smoker.
well, they have like 2-in-1s now. You know.
They do. They do because
Get
of
it
how
all,
much
bro.
people are smoking things. The legal
I
way.
love smoking. Love smoking things, mine.
I mean, I like.
But you got to do it
it's
legally.
The ones where you actually have to like keep the temperature regulated. Those are fun, but also just getting the ones that do it for you is pretty cool too. Like pellet.
I mean, they've
a
got
lot easier that way.
Bluetooth devices now.
Yeah, I'm not
That's
a Puritan in this kind of thing at all.
I'm
'Cause,
here
like,
for it, dude. Anything that makes your life easier, I'm here for.
Scott's like,
Yeah.
let me
That's
just
really
throw
it.
a slab of meat in the smoker. Let me attach it to my phone, and it'll
Yep.
tell me when it's at the optimal temperature.
Yup.
Getting like
Give
a
me
laser.
that shit.
Get a laser. My one bit of advice when it comes to like running a smoker though, when it comes to like gloves, get welding gloves. They work perfectly and much better than like barbecue smokers gloves because welding gloves have to be rated to be able to like keep your hands safe above a certain temperature. So with welding gloves, you can just fucking touch a fucking smoker at like 300 degrees like for 30 minutes with these gloves on because I was
I
outside.
suggest you
freezing,
not,
so.
though.
Hey guys, let's do this for fun. I was so cold. It's freezing.
I was so
This is
cold.
meat
I
talk.
lit a grill and stuck my hands in it with welding gloves.
Yeah.
So cool. so
Welding
cool.
gloves.
Welding
all about-
gloves.
2023 is the year of the meat. I think it's time to start eating more meat, grilling more meat. Meat. That's all I'm saying.
2023. The
Jason
year of
said,
the
give
meat.
them all the meat.
Give him all the meat. Give
all the
Jason
meat.
all the meat. Give him the meat. You got meat? Give it to him.
Give it to Jason.
Starve it.
Give it to him.
Fine, starve it.
Give him the meat.
Jason goes to Arby's. They've got the meat.
I don't like Arby's.
Why?
They've got the meat.
I almost got in a fight at an Arby's last time I was at an Arby's.
That's not Arby's fault.
Yeah, how's that
Yeah.
Arby's fault, Jason?
It's not.
Some dipshit in a truck, like I was pulling out, he didn't see me. and I
Bum,
was
bum,
like,
bum, bum.
oh, here we go. Fucking Mount Holly life. God damn.
They're the
I miss
worst.
that town. I don't like Arby's in the 90s was good, I guess. The sauce is okay. Horsey
Back when it was the
sauce,
5 for 5?
5 for 5. Dude, that was dope. I loved the 5 for 5.
5 for 5.
Scott, wait, Scott, are you eating at Arby's in 2023? Is that what you're trying to tell me? Like, are you a regular Arby's connoisseur?
Yeah.
do
I
you
don't
get?
know that I've eaten there this year, but I definitely ate there 4 or 5 times last. There's a dope ass Arby's near my house. That's all I'm saying. It is the best
Until
Arby's
you
I've ever been to. It's the only Arby's I've been to in the last 10 years where I can go get a roast beef sandwich and it's actually hot by the time I get home.
Okay.
Or actually, it's actually hot when I pick it up. Because you know good and well, when you go to Arby's, don't expect that roast beef to be hot. Lukewarm might be that might be the best you're going to get most of the time. But man, this one was like piping hot, like burnt my mouth hot. So I respect it, man. I respect it.
I went through a period of eating their like bullshit, like their like bready sandwiches, like the what do you call them, like the fancy boy, not like the big
Sandwich.
sloppies, but the like when they put it on the
The
bread,
big sloppy
like
is not on their menu. I don't know what you're talking about.
anything that's the anything
Come on
that's
by
the cut
Arby's
roast
for the big
beef.
sloppy.
Arby's.
We have the meat. It's in a big sloppy form.
When I go up to the drive-thru, I would always say, "Hey, can I just get the big sloppy?" And they would give me something at the end. They would just know what the fuck I was talking about. And when I got home, it was essentially a big sloppy.
Oh God.
Their curly fries were way better than Jack in the Boxes, though. Side note, I think personally,
The big
My
sloppy.
the big
Brought to you by
sloppy.
Jason Eckerd.
I feel like
Give them
that's-
all the meats.
Is that a transition into my fast food segment? I think it is.
Oh, we just gonna move right into that? I mean, we can bounce around. I don't care. Whatever.
Okay, we can pivot. Put a pin in what you had. I just want to. This is not going to take very long. Curated fast food items has been a thing these past few years. The most prominent one is the Travis Scott thing. Don't ask me what was in it because I don't remember. But
I've got that listed.
I
don't
do.
worry.
I've got
Okay.
it covered. If you'd like to start there, let's start there.
okay,
So
It's
the
a quarter
Travis-
pounder with bacon.
yeah, in like fries.
Fries, because every
Quarter pound
McDonald's
cheese,
meal comes with a
bacon.
fries.
Sorry, bacon and crisp lettuce. Just
Oh,
lettuce.
sorry.
Just lettuce.
yeah.
So we took off condiments.
Yep.
Yeah, so
And then, dipping sauce.
Oh, we're not done yet.
He gets a dipping sauce of barbecue
Barbecue sauce.
for his fries.
BBQ,
I don't get
which I'm cool with that. But
And
I
then
can make
it
an
was
argument
what,
for
a
any
Sprite?
McDonald's sauce.
it. A Sprite.
Yeah, the
Sprite,
Sprite is
because
really good.
everyone's all about the crisp Sprite. at
So that was
McDonald's.
like-
I'm a Sprite guy.
That was a couple of years ago, wasn't it?
It was.
It's been
It
a
was during
little while,
COVID.
I think.
Yeah.
They dropped that.
Yeah.
It's right during COVID.
Yeah. So I remember
But,
I remember getting it for my kid. He wanted the Travis Scott meal. He got suckered in.
And then the
I'm like, you realize this is
Wild.
just like regular McDonald's food, right? It's not like magic.
Like you could literally make it yourself on the app.
Right.
I just imagine
right.
like he took a bite in the sicko mode Oregon kicked in and like he's like looked at you.
Had
like,
to.
I understand. What I wanted to do is get everyone like POV.
No.
you
No,
can
tell
make,
them what really sparked this. Not Travis
Yeah.
Scott. Tell them
No.
what
Oh.
really sparked this,
Oh.
Jason.
There's a Cardi B offset meal, which I guess so. Like my good friend / roommate Zach, he ordered something from McDonald's on Uber. They gave him the wrong thing, and by wrong thing, he ended up with the Cardi B and offset meal, which is just like the most like Z tier. It was like a burger and a burger. I guess it was like a Valentine's Day thing, but let's be honest,
Okay.
like
So the Cardi B offset meal
yeah,
is a regular quarter pounder with cheese meal, the way it
Correct.
comes, a
burger.
large French fry, a
Yeah.
cheeseburger,
Okay.
because one of them likes the quarter pounder, one of them likes a cheeseburger. They're sharing a large fry with barbecue dipping sauce. One of them gets a Coke, the other one gets an high C orange.
Which is real kind of cursed.
And they split an apple pie.
This is for two people worth a lot more money than I. You think they'd be bugging out a little more with their McDonald's menu today?
Nah, they want that McDonald's money, baby.
Today
real.
we are gonna come up with our curated versions of what this McDonald's meal is. If you like, McDonald's calls you, they say, Jared Scott, it's your time, baby. You're gonna get your thing.
Oh, you be
You're gonna
ready
get
for
your meal.
mine.
I'm gonna start with mine. It is breakfast related because I've always been more of a fan of
Oh.
McDonald's breakfast. I don't eat
I
fast
respect
food
it.
anymore. I've stayed
Showing
away
my
from
hand,
it.
mine's mostly breakfast related too. but
Okay,
Go
okay.
ahead.
I'm not.
My-
I followed the hip hop artists.
Oh,
That's
shit.
fair. This is from a darker time in my life when I would wake up, wasn't working, didn't have much to do, so I would get what I would call
Jason's Jobs.
I lived right beside a McDonald's at the time. Man,
I swear to God, I've been singing that all week in my head. I was singing it this afternoon.
Cool.
I sang it whenever I saw what the title for last episode was.
So I would get what I call the J-Man special. I would wake up. I was like, oh, no job today. Let me go eat a lethal amount of McDonald's. So the J-Man special is real simple. Large coffee, black, McGriddle, egg and sausage, no cheese, hash brown, and two breakfast burritos. No cheese in the McGriddle. It's important not to have cheese in the McGriddle, though they'd fuck it up 9 out of 10 times and be like, God damn it. But whatever. And then the breakfast burritos, 2 of them, and then get yourself some like maple syrup little doodads. That's the J. And I would eat that and I'd feel terrible.
It was probably the McGriddle with no cheese. If you'd had it with the cheese, you'd have been fine.
True. There's an argument for that. The McDonald's breakfast burritos are fantastic, by the way. Nothing against them.
Do they still have them?
Yeah, they do.
Not?
Okay.
Yeah,
I don't know. I don't eat
better.
McDonald's on a regular basis.
I stay away from
I don't
it.
either.
Gosh.
I've had it like once or twice in the past year, I think, and only because I have children that still like it. So,
Michelle still swears up and down McDonald's fries are the best fast food fries out there.
no,
There's an
McDonald's
argument
fries
for
suck
that.
ass.
No, I see where she's coming from.
I don't.
I don't.
They're bad.
Really?
Yeah, I haven't
would
had a
go-
good McDonald's fries since I was like 12, and that's only because I didn't know any better.
I like them. Zaxby's, I would say, would be the
People
best
like
one.
'em.
But
It's just a fucking salt bomb.
they're not my
I'd rather have
favorite.
Bojangles. I'd rather have Bojangles fries because they put just enough seasoning into it to make you feel like you're not eating just a potato.
I feel like in 2023, though, if you go to Bojangles, you'll get like one fry, and they'll be like, "That's all we got, Chief, $10." I mean,
Nope.
I see the
Go to the one in Belmont, my dude.
No,
It might be a pain in the ass to get into and out of, but it's worth it.
That's a drive. Nah, I'm good. But that's mine.
Bojangles
That's,
here is awful.
that's the
Don't go to the
J-Man
one on
special.
Franklin. They claim to be closed half the time.
Ugh, I hate
My favorite.
Bojangles here. Anyways,
Yes,
All right,
that's mine.
What's
So
yours,
we got-
J-Man
Scott?
special.
we got Jason's meal plan.
The J-Man
Mine-
special.
It'll fuck you up.
Mine's
It'll
a
fuck
weird.
you up.
Mine's
Scott.
a weird mix of things.
What's yours named?
Scott time.
Mine's gonna be no. Mine's gonna be the Scotty
water.
Too Hottie, the brekkie and lunch meal.
Jesus.
That's what we're
Scott
going.
Toddy Breckie.
you know
I-
they won't serve it.
I have a
They won't
mixture
serve
of
it
things.
because you're putting breakfast past 10:30. They're not going to serve yours.
First off, if I
annoying.
get a chance to get my own, I'm bringing back some shit that they used to have that they got rid of. And that first off, the steak, egg, and cheese bagel that they used to have
Oh
was
shit!
good as hell.
Yeah, I remember that.
And they stopped making it, and it really made me fucking mad because that was the only reason I'd go to McDonald's most of the time. Only reason.
That was me with the Angus burgers. Those were slapping back in the day.
Those were actually good
Fantastic.
too. They don't make those anymore either.
Good. No, wait.
Why did they get rid of all the good shit, man?
I don't know. That's
don't know.
Taco Bell, the same thing.
I don't understand.
I could get for some Taco Bell actually.
So yeah, steak, egg, and cheese bagel.
Yep.
That was starter. Then a sausage burrito, just one. I'm not sharing my shit, by the way. Not sharing my
No,
shit.
you don't have to. Nor
Not a
should you
shareable
with
meal.
mine.
Got it.
Then
No.
you get there at like 10:30. You want to have a little lunch too. You're getting like a
Yeah.
little breakfast, but you want a little lunch. So you get some chicken nuggies with some ranch. I do love. They have a spicy mustard that
They do.
I
Do
highly
they still?
recommend.
Do they
I-
still?
Dude, I don't
You
know. I
got to
haven't
go
been
on their
there so
menu,
long.
Scott.
I don't
Go
know.
on their website. I had to base all of mine off the website.
Listen, if
don't
I'm
got
making
it.
a meal at McDonald's, they're bringing shit back. All right. Then you got to have a Big Mac because that's pretty much what they're known for. To drink, I have a water because there's nothing else I want at McDonald's, just a water.
Yeah, don't drink soda. Stay away from soda, gang.
For dessert, a Shamrock
furry?
Shake. Shamrock Shake.
The ice
that
cream
shit,
machine's down.
Actually.
But the ice cream machine will be gone.
Damn it.
Yeah. So
Scott, is your favorite dipping sauce ranch though? Is that
no,
You're a ranch
the
guy?
mustard is
McNuggies?
actually my favorite. The mustard or a buffalo sauce are usually my two favorite. If I'm going to Cookout, I get the buffalo. All right, that is like that's my shit. I don't know what Cookout puts in their buffalo sauce, but it is like it hits different, man. Hits different.
I'm a teriyaki guy at McDonald's, to be honest. If I had, even though
If that's still on the menu.
What is going? Listen,
You gotta
is
pull
it
up the
not?
menu, guys.
A lot of things.
I based
happen,
all
man.
mine off active menu items, so.
All right,
But
Jake,
Scott, yours sounds like a gut bomb.
This is the dream team, though.
Like you
that's
ate-
what you're going.
That's far
Listen,
too much food.
if you're going to McDonald's, you're not worried about your health. Okay.
No,
That's
you're
fair.
not.
I thought I put
I
too much in
wasn't.
mine, and now I don't. I feel like I didn't
wasn't
put
worried
enough in
about
now.
I was going in.
Listen, you could share mine if you'd like to. I won't. I wouldn't be sharing it, but you
No.
could. I could probably eat all of it. Chicken nuggets aren't that big. You get like a 5-piece or some shit. I think they only have
That's
like
fair.
a 6-piece now. Sausage burrito,
So-
that shit's small too. It's like this big. It's so
Yeah.
it's like a tiny little
So-
little bitch now.
if I was making a lunch dinner, like J-Man special, it would just be a bag of 100 chicken nuggets and some fentanyl, and that'd be it. That's all you're
That's
getting.
disgusting.
No,
You're just
sauce
trying
of
to
your
kill
choice.
people at that point.
Go big or
Awful.
go home. But it's like that's all I got. That's the lunchtime J-Man special.
Gross.
Okay. Jason's lunch is illegal in all states,
Truly.
I don't think so.
mostly because of the 100 chicken nuggets.
100 chicken nuggies. Let's go. Every sauce.
All
possible.
right. I guess it's my turn.
It's your turn, man. Give
What do
us
you got?
give us your meal. What'd you
The
call it?
McMonstrosity.
The Mc. Nice.
So again, I took everything off of a current McDonald's menu.
Okay.
So we stick with the
Pragmatic.
only burger worth getting from McDonald's, the quarter pounder with cheese.
Thank you. Fuck a Big Mac. That's just disgusting.
Because a Big Mac is this tiny patty now with more bread than it needs.
I mean, it is, but at the same time, like it's the better tasting burger of most. But
Now,
anyways,
underneath the patty of the quarter pounder with cheese, the way it's supposed to be made, underneath it, a McChicken patty.
Yeah.
oh,
Underneath the McChicken patty is the Big Mac sauce.
okay, all right.
Sauce in the
And
I'm
bun.
then
on board
on
now.
top of the quarter pounder patty, before you put the bun back down, 2 strips of bacon.
Okay,
Because you got to
I
have
like
it
bacon
if
on
it's going to be a
hamburgers.
McMonstrosity.
I'm here
That's
for
me.
it.
All right. Now, since
Why
the
not go
only
4?
side you can
Why not-
have,
Why'd I go 4? Like,
because I'm not trying to kill
slice
them
on
like you
top.
with your 100 nuggets and fentanyl. Since
It's a good
the
name for a
only
rap
side at
album.
McDonald's is fries, you get a large fry, but not barbecue sauce. You get the spicy buffalo sauce to help everything pass right through you.
I never tried this, but okay.
Now, to try to keep it a little healthy, you get the strawberry banana smoothie and a bottle of Dasani water.
Oh, that's good. That's good
And
choice.
to wrap it all up with a pretty bow, you get a baked apple pie.
Ooh.
So it's basically almost the Cardi B and Offset meal. Just add chicken.
But better.
Yeah, but better. No sharing involved.
You take away
Who's
the
sharing food at
shitty
McDonald's?
cheeseburger. You don't
You go
use
to
barbecue
McDonald's-
sauce. You use the buffalo sauce because that's the only thing that's going to make the French fries worth a shit.
True.
Oh,
Oh, and you get the fries without salt, and that's how you get them fresh. You're welcome
Dude.
for the life hack.
As all fries should be. No fries should need salt. I agree with that actually wholeheartedly.
No, then you put
Well,
the
like,
salt
yeah.
back on them because.
Oh no, I'm not a salt dude.
Dude.
I'm not a salt.
No, I'm
guy.
telling you, that's the life hack. You go to McDonald's, you're like, I want fresh fries, not the ones that have been sitting underneath that heat lamp. Be like, hey, I got a sodium thing. I need fries without salt.
Yeah, but I would
Fresh
put
hot
salt on
fries.
afterwards.
Or you skip it all.
Oh, they're going
and
to still
just-
end up with salt on them because they're going to dump them right in with the rest of them.
Yeah,
You just go to Chick-fil-A and you order ahead and just ask for light salt on your fries. Then you get fresh fries with light salt. Twofer.
Or you wait till the Belmont location remodels theirs and you then finally go back to a Chick-fil-A.
oh yeah, there's Belmont.
Yeah, the Belmont one is remodeling, so everyone is flocking to the Gastonia one.
Boo.
I don't go there much either. I don't really like. It's such a hassle for some chimkin. I always get the same thing though. It's number 1 with
Not
Dr.
really.
Pepper, but
You order it on the app and pick it up.
Order on the app, man.
I
That's why there are apps, you know?
I don't like
Nowadays,
leaving the
yeah.
house for food. I'm real lazy. When it comes to
So you DoorDash a lot?
There goes the
No, I
hunter-gatherer. He says, bring him the meats. He's not going to go get the meats.
You just cook.
Lunch is usually I toast a bagel, put some peanut butter on it. That's usually my thing. It's pretty good.
That's pretty.
Life's all about balance.
Life's all about balance. Life's about balance. I'm wondering like who they're gonna have make a meal next, because it was pretty far in between. There was one other guy in between.
Was it a guy or was it Sweetie?
Who's Sweetie?
It was
the female hip hop artist.
Yeah.
Hold on. Let me see if that was the thing.
Jared's right. No, he's correct. I remember.
Yeah, the Sweetie meal. There was a Sweetie meal. It was.
Was she the only other one that did it?
Yeah, hers is a Big Mac, but with fries and sweet and sour sauce on the burger.
Sweet and sour sauce.
I think that's what the internet is saying. And it comes with chicken nuggets. So kind of like Scott's meal.
I respect it. I truly respect it. Respect.
Yeah, it's a Big Mac, a 4-piece nuggets, and a medium order of fries, a medium Sprite, tangy barbecue sauce, shocker, and Sweetie and sour sauce. However, despite the clever name change, the Sweetie and sour sauce is the sweet and sour sauce you know and love that's simply been renamed in honor of this meal.
That's actually the best of all these meals. It feels like the one. That's the one. That's the one to eat.
It's true.
Or
it's got all.
Don't go to McDonald's. That's
or get 100 nuggies and fentanyl. J-Man lunch special.
Wendy's has better nuggies.
Yeah, they do. If they're fresh and not like sitting under.
I mean, that's the gamble you play with all fast food restaurants now.
Yeah,
I ate a Wendy's burger with like 4 patties on it, and it fucked me up for 3 days. I went too far.
That's what they call Dave's Revenge.
Yeah.
Oh, you want my 4 square burgers on one sandwich? Nah, you're gonna shit your guts out.
Nope. Good luck, bro. Hope you can be close to a bathroom the rest of the day.
Oh, it was bad.
Did you get it Carolina style with chili and coleslaw?
No,
or is that just how it came out later?
Ew. None of this has dissuaded me from eating after. I'm gonna eat right after this podcast. I am eating these leftover ribs at this podcast. It's gonna be good. I am starving. Yes. Well, man. Yeah. It's just like I feel like the Cardi B Offset one was so low effort. It just made me think like, what would we do? And that's just McDonald's. We do other stuff too.
That's pretty much it, man.
We throw a bunch of shit together and call it a day.
Yeah, and call it our meal. That's
I almost borrowed a meal that Jack Black would make himself when he would go to McDonald's. The McSurf and Turf.
Nice.
Yeah.
Where he takes the quarter pounder and cheese, and then he puts the fish fillet in there with only a little bit of the tartar sauce. And
I'm down.
My stomach immediately hurt whenever I heard him call it that, or whenever he made it. This was back when MTV did that True Life, where they follow an artist or a band around,
that's
like leading up to a show or something like that. They followed Tenacious D around.
I missed that
during
show.
the early 2000s.
That was so good. All the good ass shows are.
That's got to be on YouTube. I might crash his computer, but I don't care. I'm too curious.
Right now? Or I could just find the link and send it to you in the group chat so you don't crash your computer.
I live dangerously.
Why don't you Google search it on your phone instead of running that risk?
That's true.
Andy's gone.
Wait. True Life. I'm hooked on Molly. That's not it. Okay, I'm done.
You sure it's called True Life? I feel like it was something else.
That was the one about people with like bad issues with their life.
What was the one that they followed the artist around?
I know what you're talking about, but I can't remember what it's called.
It's bugging me too. I'm looking right now. I know what you're talking about.
I do too. Yeah.
Because they did with like a bunch of different bands.
Yeah, like
inside the band.
So many artists. No.
It was something just the right amount of catchy. True Life band. Inside the band.
It's
I
not
Am the
True
Band.
Life.
Then there was the one where they shot the video and premiered the video at the end.
It's not making the band because their band was already made. Dude, I have no idea. I really cannot remember what it was called. I know I've watched it though. It's not Behind the Music because like nobody died.
Yeah,
No,
that part.
It's not behind the music.
MTV making the video. They did a making in the video.
Yeah. That's the one where they premiered the videos at the end. That's good.
Yeah, that's the one where they show you the behind the scenes of them making it.
Yeah, but this was like
then you get the countdown.
So this was just like them following them around for a day.
The countdown. Yeah. I remember it.
Tenacious D.
Oh no, 2000s era wormhole.
MTV.
Not Cribs.
Shout out to Cribs.
Yeah, big shouts out to Cribs.
Not Real World.
Nope. What just happened? Ooh, that's weird. There we go. Dude, I honestly don't know.
Hold on. We're going to figure this out live.
If it's the last thing we do. I guess in the meantime, let's talk a little bit about these new emojis that are coming out. Like,
oh yeah, the goose?
I'm really impressed at this point that they still have things that they haven't made an emoji for in iOS yet.
Mm-hmm.
So
what are some of these?
Now we're getting. I'm going to describe some of them. So we have hands that are doing this, like just one hand and then the other hand. So I guess if you wanted to like do a high five type thing, we have what looks like a moose. I think it is a moose. We have a jackass, literally an ass. Like the animal, not like the butt. We have
donkey.
A wing, a crow, a goose, what looks like a jellyfish. I think it's a jellyfish. Some kind of lavender flower, a ginger root, pea pod, a fan, one of those hair pick things, some maracas, and I think a recorder
are these emojis we needed?
Apparently, dude, I don't know. I like to each their own.
There's a goose.
There's a goose.
I feel like I might just use the goose just to use the goose, you know?
Just to let everybody know that someone's a silly goose.
That's it. That's funny. Like, I don't know. What's your favorite emoji?
My favorite? Well, you mean like the one I use the most, probably?
Mine's the thinking emoji face guy.
Well, based off me putting out the tweets, it's the eyeballs and the ears.
Shouts out the eyeballs and ears. Those are classic. The lips are great.
I'm trying to think which ones I use the most. I mean, I know I use like the thumbs up a lot. I mean, I feel like that's just one that everybody uses all the time. Like, because we use Slack at work, so of course there's like a lot of emojis that go flying around everywhere. So it's the thumbs up, the heart, the laughing with tears guy. Those are the ones I probably use the most.
I'm so selective in how I communicate with people at a job, especially with like kind of casual direct message apps. Like I don't want to accidentally put down like 5 eggplants and a Kanye gif on accident or something. Oh no, I fucked up.
Like, oh shit, my bad. I
just keep it real. I keep it real straightforward. I give you get a thumbs up. That's all you get. I keep it simple.
Diary.
That's the thing. I literally have like 3. That's it. Diary of Tenacious D. Pretty sure that. I mean, that sounds right.
Sure,
I remember them for sure.
I remember it too.
Yeah, single camera MTV came out in 2000.
There were so many good MTV shows.
Because they had that weird echo effect whenever they were like, this is my diary. And then they would say, you know, what group or artist or whoever they were.
Yeah.
That was it. I told you I'd find it. Audience, you're welcome. For some of you who don't remember that.
Thanks for Thanks for sticking around for that one.
Might not,
If you learn nothing else,
I
know,
believe Jared
I
would
am-
find it.
I was gonna find it.
I knew Jared would find it.
Exactly.
God damn it.
Yeah, it was a good one.
I'm
So
gonna find some episodes.
let's talk a little bit about this iPhone that sold.
the $63,000 fresh in the box iPhone 1.
iPhone 1. I never owned the one. Did any of you guys own the one?
No.
No.
I came late into the. I think my first iPhone was a 5 or a 7.
Mine was a 4.
4S.
I think it was a 5 then. Yeah,
It's a good phone.
I came late. I was still holding on to hope for Samsungs. Now apparently they're catching up, but
Yeah. It's just, oh my God. An iPhone 1, if I had kept one, if I had it, like, who's going to keep one in a
fresh
box?
in the box? Like you had no plans of opening this phone up to use it.
Like, plastic still on it.
The
There's
original
no
one
way.
ran it. Dude, the original one, I don't even think it had a web browser on it. It ran on Edge, the Edge network.
Really?
I feel like, I feel like this was, I know exactly who bought this phone. It was bought by somebody who thinks Steve Jobs was Jesus Christ incarnate. Like someone who, like, they too wear nothing but turtlenecks and like oddly acid wash.
I don't know,
jeans.
man.
Like a true fan.
Teenagers now
stand.
are like wanting to use flip phones.
That's what I mean. This was bought by like
They're
some dude
in the
like,
Y2K era of things now. Like they're looking at the same apparel we wore fresh out of high school going into college. Like they're wanting to use flip phones because you can still take pictures and videos, but you don't have to worry about all the extra shit on there. And all I can think is after a year of flipping your phone, that hinge starts to break, kids.
That's true.
And then
That's why I just
your
think, like-
parents are like, no, we're not upgrading your phone for another 2 years. We got to pay this one off.
Good
phones cost-
luck, homie.
shitty phones cost so much back then. But no, I just think the person
And
that bought
T9,
this,
kids, T9.
Ugh.
T9's still my favorite way to send text messages. I wish I could use it on smartphones.
Because
It's way
Jason likes
faster than
hitting the
typing.
number 2 to get the letter C.
Agree to
It made
disagree,
so
man.
much. It made so much sense. But no, I think the person that bought this in particular, like iPhone, was just like it was some like 48-year-old dude who was like around like when like Apple was really like starting out to be like the cool guy computer, and he was just like, oh my god, Steve Jobs. Which I mean, Steve Jobs is a smart guy. He definitely understood the genius of simplicity. But this guy, the person that bought this phone would literally suck Steve Jobs' dick given the chance. That's the person that bought it. I feel like.
Wow.
Apparently, I'm alone
All
in
right.
this one.
I'm trying to see if
That's just an assumption.
I don't know. I think this
probably
is
a
just a
private
collector.
It might just be a collector.
That's
This person
100
may have
times
bought it
its
from someone
original
else.
price.
So it was $630 when it came out.
Inflation.
That doesn't
that's
surprise me. The 2007 phone was still sealed in its box, was co-signed by the owner, and sold on LCG auctions where bidding closed on Sunday. 27 people bid on this, and they were expecting it to sell at $50,000.
But then they got to
crazy.
the end, and everyone's like, shit, I really want this now.
So the lady who sold it was the original owner, had it appraised in 2019 because it was an 8 gigabyte, not a 4 gigabyte, and was still in the
Oh,
box.
it was the higher dollar one.
So back in 2019, it was estimated to be worth $5,000.
Damn.
She was gifted this phone when she became a manager at PetSmart.
The Apple Store?
PetSmart, Jason.
So she was gifted it and never used it, I guess.
Yeah.
And just threw it in a box somewhere, I guess.
At the time, she already had 3 phone lines with Verizon, and iPhones would only use AT&T. And back then, I remember. That's why I didn't have an iPhone 1.
Did they really?
We've
So
been on
when-
Verizon forever.
So when did
That's
they get
true.
Verizon? Like, when did Verizon happen?
Around the 5.
It had to
4
have been
or
the
5.
4 because I've always had Verizon.
Okay,
so it must be
then
the
it was-
4.
It's like either 3 or 4.
Man.
And then she's like, I didn't want to get
nuts.
rid of my new phone.
So I just kept this in the box and never got rid of it.
Yeah. When Green the person who sold us, her last name is Green. When Green recently heard of another original unopened iPhone listing on eBay for $10,000, that's when the light bulb went off in her head. Like, oh, I could make so much profit off of this.
So wait, the one that sold for 10,000, I guess it was opened.
That was unopened.
Unopened, but it was probably the 4 gigabyte one.
It could have been.
Why does someone want to own this shit though?
I love actually.
What are you gonna do with it? You just gonna display it in the museum?
Like this.
Look at it.
I love auctions. I love watching people bid on like stuff. I'm like, what? Because something's always worth somebody will pay for it. But
Trying to see if there's an article that says who bought it to see if Jason's right on it being a 48-year-old.
Boomer dude who just loves.
Oh, this is literally just a copy and paste paraphrased article on a different site. I'm giving too many people clicks. I'm going to stop.
Yeah, stop giving them clicks.
They didn't put who the auction winner was in those 2 articles, so that's where I'm going to stop.
It's probably anonymous anyway.
I mean, it was
sometimes
online.
it is, but sometimes
there's only 27 people, so.
Yeah. Hold on. iPhone 1 sold for... Oh, there's apparently one that sold for $40,000 too.
But like, are you planning on trying to put the newest iOS on that? Because it won't happen.
Oh, dude, they're not going to open it. They're going to hold on to it until it continually increases in value. I would imagine.
They're going to wait to see if the Smithsonian tries to buy it from them.
There's got to be more than just a few out there. Like, I'm sure there aren't many that haven't been opened.
Unopened, 8 gigabyte. That's wild to think that, people were excited about 8 gigabytes. And now I'm holding on to a phone with a terabyte.
Yeah, I know. 8 gigabytes is like what I have that's like half of the RAM I have in my computer.
I mean, I have a traveling terabyte.
It's nuts. I'm looking at the size of the box on this thing too, and it's nuts. Like just how big it is.
Yeah. Those like almost like a VHS box.
It really was. I feel like it looks like a box where you get like trading cards in. Like it's got like 12 packs of trading cards or some shit.
How big was it?
It's huge.
Yeah, because you got to think the brick that you charged it with, like it wasn't a streamlined charger.
Holy shit! Yeah, you're not kidding.
I forgot that they were that big. Even like when it got to the 4, it was still like a pretty decent size. Because the 4s were like
they didn't start doing the cube. They didn't start doing the detachable cube plug-in for until the 7.
I think so. Yeah,
7, 8. I could probably be wrong on that one. I just remember all of a sudden I was like, what? I can undo my cord and then put it into the car charger now? Mm-hmm. I don't have to have 4 different cords?
Wow.
And now we've got the ability to just lay them on a charging pad?
Can we just like talk for a second about how nice it must be to just drop $63,000 on a useless piece of electronics?
All right, so
unique investment.
If I've got $63,000 just sitting in my pocket and you're like, you know what, I want to buy some nostalgia, it's going to be one of those limited edition N64s that's still intact.
Oh, yeah, those are cool. Or the GameCubes as well. On the real.
You remember, because like there was the Donkey Kong yellow, that see-through green. There was like, I just saw one where it's like the Ocarina of Time one where they only made like 500 total.
I know that one.
Like that's what I would dump stupid money on for no reason.
How much do they sell for now? Like, do you still see them listed, or is it like
there's some
hard to find
GameCube ones? Nintendo was notorious for releasing special edition consoles.
Oh, that was their big thing. Like they still do it with the Switch.
I like it. They do. It's still cool.
Yeah, they do.
Because Michelle almost bought the Animal Crossing limited edition Switch.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I don't know what the most expensive 64 one could be, but the game there's some real rare like Japanese only. Let's see, most rare N64 console, but there's some like super rare GameCube ones.
Ashley's got a GameCube that's like the original Super Mario Kart version, and she still has the box for it, which is pretty nuts.
All right, so based off rarity and value,
Is it the gold one, I think?
Hold on. The standard gray usually sells for only $40. The I don't know, DAIEI Hawks edition. It's just upper half red, lower half black on both the controller and the console. That's a $230 one, but that was also only exclusive to Japan. The Fire Orange, which is kind of like that see-through plastic, $300. The 30th anniversary console, the Justco 30th anniversary, that was the see-through purple. That's $411.
Fire.
The Western Pikachu edition, which is a blue base with a giant Pikachu for your buttons, and then a Pokeball. That was in Germany. That one's $445. The
not $63,000, but
Watermelon Red. Oh, this is only number 8 of the list. The Watermelon Red, which is that see-through reddish, $570. The Ice Blue, $580. The gold that you're thinking of coming in at number 6 for only $600.
I get that gold, man. I love gold shit.
The Smoke Black, which is that see-through black controller and console, $700. The Grape Purple see-through one, $850. The Hyundai Cowboy 64. This is following an import ban from Japan preventing the distribution of the N64 in South Korea. Hyundai took it upon themselves to distribute the console. That right there, $999 at number 3 for rarest and most expensive.
Oh my God.
The Jungle Green Donkey Kong 64 set, $1,400. And number 1, the NTSC J Orange with Pikachu Pokemon 64, Japanese only, $8,342.
nice.
So then I could buy that one
Ridiculous.
and the Donkey Kong one, and then play on the gold one and still have money left over.
The box for the Hyundai version in Nintendo 64 is actually really cool. It's a really cool box.
Oh, they didn't show the box. They only showed the basic console in this article.
Let me see.
Oh, so that's like without the box. Go ahead and add $1,000 if it's in a
Well, no,
box.
I'm just telling you what the image picture was attached to it, so you knew what it looked like.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you're finding those things in box, never touched, then yeah, you're still gonna drop the thousands of dollars. But I don't know about 63,000.
Yeah, that's still like you'd have a lot.
Either
of
way,
money
you can
left
play
over.
GoldenEye now on Xbox.
And Switch. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so that's pretty much
It doesn't look
man.
that good, unfortunately. It's a shame that the Xbox 360 version of GoldenEye never came out. There's some videos of it on YouTube. It looked amazing.
Well, look, I don't know, but the new version, from what I've been told, you get the 64 edition looking one, but then you got the remastered. So you no longer have the square hands that just do this the whole time.
Man,
A classic.
it is a classic.
Yeah, kind of like when we first started seeing fingers move independently on video games after the Grand Theft Auto games, where all that moved was this finger.
I love.
So all the other 3 fingers stayed the same. Thumb moved independently sometimes, but it was mostly just pointing and trigger pulls with the pointer finger.
Oh, 7th generation consoles. Good times.
So good.
Now we're looking. I'm going. Is this a movie or is this a video game?
Seriously.
That's pretty much where we're at now. All right, I think that's all we got this week. Grand
We did
old.
more
Hear
thinking
that?
than talking.
You hear that?
talking.
That's the sound of day old ribs calling my name at 10 o'clock at night.
Jace.
I'll munch them up.
Jace is gonna go eat them some ribs. Jace gonna go
They
eat
were
them
dead.
some ribs.
Man,
Jason
I
said, "Bring him the
crock-potted
meats."
Ooh, I crock-potted them boys last night. That turned out pretty good. I was very impressed with myself.
True.
Jason's going to learn how to cook without a crock pot one day.
One day.
I've been using a cast iron skillet a lot, actually.
Hey,
I'm having fun.
we're gonna make a pioneer woman out of you yet.
Oh man.
Whenever
All
I do
right.
have an oven one day, it's gonna be quite lit. But hey, it's the rush, baby.
Because you still won't tell your superintendent that your oven's broken.
I don't want to tempt fate.
So dumb.
Yeah, it is a
dumb.
little bit.
So
It is what
stupid.
it is.
I'm
so
honestly
petty.
surprised your roommate hasn't said something about it.
For real, I couldn't live without an oven, man.
He's the more responsible of the two of you, anyways.
He's the one who's more worried about it actually than me. To be honest.
Really?
I don't really give a
Here I was
fuck.
thinking
what-
this was a Jason Eckerd rule.
Like,
No.
so let me
No.
ask this question then. So before we close up shop here,
Sure.
what is the reason you're not letting him know? Like, is there something you're trying to hide from him? Is like
No, they're
so-
worried the rent's going to go up.
you're worried the rent's gonna go up if
Yeah.
he replaces the stove?
Because the rent's super cheap here, and it's like,
Dude, even if it goes up like $50, who cares? You're literally paying next to nothing to live
I know
there.
it's
Paying
lit.
rent for them
I
to
pay
fix this
I pay an
shit.
extra $50 a month to have a stove that works instead of eating fast food 60 times a week.
Oh, I don't
And
eat fast
dying
food at
early.
all.
Oh, you don't?
No,
you
he's
said
slow
Zach's
cooked ribs
ordering.
in the
said-
crock pot.
Zach's ordering
Yeah.
McDonald's all the time. You said,
Yeah.
oh man,
Yeah, he's getting
For
the
the
Cardi B
record.
offset meal.
For the record, I have never once in my entire life used DoorDash or any equivalent food delivery
No, he
service.
just takes the DoorDash off his parents' house front steps and eats that burrito.
and he's not.
God, that was the most boring burrito in the history of mankind.
Oh my god, dude,
Forgot about that. Jesus.
that is
It's called
ridiculous.
a callback.
That's good.
It's
Nice
a good
work.
one. What a mid-free burrito. Can't look a free burrito in the eye, though. You know, sometimes you gotta take it.
You probably should have to see if there was sauce on that thing.
And then added some sauce or something. All
Someone
right,
paid
guys.
Somebody paid $25 for that burrito. Fuck me.
Gross, man. Gross.
Seriously.
All right, everybody. Appreciate y'all listening. We will catch you again next week. Make sure that you hit us up on all the social medias at TWTPcast
Socials.
and at Talking Without Thinking on YouTube. If you don't already watch it on there, you're probably watching us on there right now. So
YouTube,
appreciate
baby.
everybody listening. We'll catch you guys
Yeah.
next week. See ya.
Bye.